the crotch throat grab. I fought Winter Soldier with that. I've taken down so many guards. I do it on Favreau in that scene. Who else have I spent a long day with my legs strapped around? Taskmaster, actually. It's got a very unattractive name, but it's quite appealing to watch.
I want one.
No.
Oh my God, I'm gonna meet Scarlett Johansson and I'm smelly. Great. Fantastic. Scarlett and I always used to put our fingers in each other's armpits when they were sweaty.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
No, it was really lovely. It was like, you're really getting to know me. Like, I remember after one of our fight sequences, it had been really hot and we were wearing really not breathable clothes. And she put her arm under my armpit. And Scarlett, do you remember you turned to me and you went, wow, that's a wet pit. And it was within the first week of knowing her, and I died. It's not what you want Scarlett Johansson to notice on the first week of filming. And then we ended up tickling each other in a trust exercise, and yeah, it was all good. Just came here to state my excitement about Blank doing a Russian accent in the Black Willow trailer. I'm in. Rachel?
I was going to say Rachel, too.
Well, come on. Come on. You're going to give this one to Rachel Weisz? None of you are excited about my Russian accent. I think it's me. I'm going to go down on me. Who is it?
Dan.
Oh!
Justice, vindication. Sorry, we can move on.
I have a lot of energy.
At this moment, I remember when we were doing Winter Soldier, we go into this kind of burnt out old whatever bunker thing.
Is this the line when you say, Steve, we got a bogey, short range ballistic, and then you can't get the word out?
Oh my gosh, is that it? Oh my gosh, I think it is that moment.
Steve, we got a bogey, short range ballistic thermobaric payload.
You nailed it.
I could tell.
I cannot tell you how many times, I think we had to take a break from shooting because it was like, forget it. I'm never going to be able to say this.
Steve, we got a bogey, short range ballistic, 30 seconds top.
Well, we haven't seen each other in a week, so we're just like,
a lot of love.
Yeah.
I miss this one. I have every suit. I think it's actually in my contract, but at this point, I don't even know what's in my contract. It's been so long, so I'm just like, don't forget to wrap up my suit.
Mason, my character, is kind of like a fixer. I can get anybody anything they need. I got the helicopter, for example. If anyone
that's
needs
your
it,
work?
I can hook you up. Yeah, exactly. This is my...
Hey guys, why did the Black Widow wear a disguise? Because she was a spider.
Oh my God.
Who's most likely to start laughing and break character during a take?
David.
Florence.
Maybe Florence.
What?
Nobody wants to be that person, and I don't think you are Florence at all.
Yeah,
Quit yelling
I didn't say it.
words like
I
a
went,
sailor.
I have to watch out for all the time. She tries to trip me a lot.
Into giving me hugs.
I know, she's real cuddly. She's real snuggly.
Yeah. I remember when I was doing right before I did Avengers, I got a package in the mail from Kevin Feige, and it was my suit, like perfectly packaged in this Shield duffel bag that they had made for this gift. It was amazing. And then this whole stack of comics, and it said something, and they were all the Avengers comics, and the note said something like, it's time to suit up for your next mission. And I was like, what? This is the best job.
Well played, Kevin.
I may or may not, David, have gotten a call at one point. David wants to sing a song in the scene with Florence. He has an idea, wants to sing a song. All right. You can always cut it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is great. And it is one of the highlights of the movie now.
Why does Blank's New York loft look like my entire Pinterest? That's David.
Yeah, that's David.
And that's like a 13-year-old girl who's saying that. I showed that to my designer. I was like, here, this is Allison from junior high's Pinterest. I want it to look exactly like that.
I don't even have to read them from the book. I know them. What are a spy's favorite type of shoes? Sneakers. Hey guys.
You like that one?
Guys.
Who's most likely to randomly burst out into song?
Scarlett.
Yeah, Scarlett. Scarlett and I would get into jigs. Like there. Stunties were like, and we got to figure out your pose. And I was like, oh, cripes. I have to have a pose. I don't, like, what's realistic? How should you land? And they were like, oh, well, none of the superhero poses are correct for landing.
No.
And I was like, yeah, what's Scarlett's? I mean, surely that would hurt. And they were like, oh, yeah, if it was a real person and she landed, you'd have so many broken bones. And I was like, oh, does Scarlett know this? And I remember just being so shocked that everybody would die if they landed the way that they landed. And so I went on set and started being like, Scarlett, your pose, you know, it's... Anyway, I started taking the piss out of her. And Eric was on set, the writer, and he put that right in. And it
he
just...
was like, I'm sorry, I've been listening to this and I love it. And I was, there we go. 10 years of work, flush it down the toilet. These kids come in, they...
10 seconds of me prodding you the wrong way, and we get juicy material.
Who is most similar to their Black Widow character? Me.
What do you call a Canadian spy? A double agent. I myself don't even like that one. Last week, I discovered an Australian gorilla spying on me, and you know what I told him? You know what I said? I said, hey, don't pry, mate. Don't pry, mate. But it's also like the word primate.
That's what you look like to me.
Oh, yay!
That's what you look like to me.
She's
giant eyeballs,
beautiful.
tiny nose, little smile. I don't see your body. I just see your beautiful smile.
That's well, I'll show this camera first. I actually gave you like
That's so good! That's so good.
I'll continue it and send it to you in the post.
Hey, guys, Clint Barton's brother has a super smelling ability. They call him Hawk Nose, because his real name is Hi. Just admit it, you love my jokes.
I'd actually liked a few.
Yeah, see? I'll take it.
I met with Jon Favreau when he was casting Iron Man 2. And we had a really great meeting. He's wonderful. And I was a big fan of the first Iron Man. And I wanted to work with John and Robert. And then I did not get the role. And I was pretty bummed about that. Happens all the time. And then I fatefully was, several weeks later, the actor that was cast in the role originally was not able to do it because of a scheduling conflict. And so John called me and we met again. And I said, I'm extremely available still.
It's so fun though. It's so fun. And you get to do it on set with Scarlett and you're like, what is my life? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You see my rickety old body and you're like, oh no, I don't want that.
Next one, before we eat each other alive.
Who's most likely to forget their lines? Florence.
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel, yeah.
Yeah, Rachel.
Why are you saying me, dude? I even corrected your lines once.
It's very weird.
No, that's me. I am your wife.
I love it when you and Chris are up close and personal in Winter Soldier and he just can't get the lines out.
Stop it!
Where is it?
I didn't do this to you. No. Go.
Where is it?
That's going on the outtakes.
Being generous with her food on set. Ultimate sharer.
I'm just a feeder.
Yeah, it's true. You would feed me.
It's because I was like, you're eating the same salad?
But Scarlett's one of those girls, and I don't know if this is a specifically gender thing, but she loves baking. Like, I would go around to her house, she'd be like, come over, she'd be like, and every time I went over there, she'd be like, made cookies, I've made brownies, I've made oatmeal cream pies. I tell you, she's one of the best bakers.
When we were on the pole, when we were hanging off the pole, Scarlett went down for a wee and she came back and she brought this tub of half-baked cookies. They weren't fully baked, they were half-baked, and we literally stood at the bottom of the pole before we got heaved back up and just ate them with our bare fingers, and it was just a mush of amazing cookie dough / melted chocolate. And then we were about to go and do an intense fighting hanging off a pole scene.
Like, and now get into this harness. No bathroom breaks for 3 hours.
I don't fit.
Who's most likely to win a game of Marvel Cinematic Universe trivia? I think David.
Me. Oh, wait, Marvel said, oh no, yeah, not me.
David is a humongous nerd.
I think I would too. I'll leave you all in the dust.
The training, is it the same?
No, it's way harder because I'm older now, so everything is more painful.
I love you in the blooper reels. I absolutely love you. You're the queen of turning to the camera and smiling.
Let's get this going.
Sometimes there's a wink.
I feel like I'm in a Campari.
You learn that the batons aren't that easy to swing around. There's a fine art to acting whilst sitting on someone's shoulders.
One of the first movies I ever acted in was Home Alone 3. I once passed out from eating a ghost pepper, the hottest chili pepper in the world. I once appeared in a music video with Bob Dylan.
Oh, is there even a Home Alone 3?
But that
Can't be true. You're not.
It's true. I was in Home Alone 3.
What?
I never passed out from eating a ghost pepper.
Oh.
I held it together.
Did you?
I'm strong.
Least likely to nail a stunt on their first take. Me.
David.
You're like athletic and stuff. I like sitting down on couches.
David, you had like a massive suit and helmet on, and like, you had a little bit more to deal with.
So did you, Scarlett. You had a suit that you couldn't move in. Remember your backpack, Scarlett, that you couldn't actually lift your arms in. You had to take it off to actually talk and sit down. And you're like, yeah, but David, you had a helmet.
Well, your head was like crushed inside.
It was crushed inside. It didn't smell very good at the end of the day, I have to say.
Did it not?
I can do the splits.
True.
I acted in 2 Shakespeare adaptations.
No.
From the ages of 12 to 14, I was a competitive skateboarder.
I do not believe you were a competitive skateboarder.
Neither do I. That is awful. I touch it and I'm like, whoa.
I was being prepped by everybody about what we can and can't say. And I was like, okay, cool. But, so simple things like, I'm playing Scarlett's sister. I can say that, right? And they were like, no, you can't say that. I was like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows I'm playing her younger sister. I'm like, no. You have to stay away from that. And I said, can I say I'm assassin? No.
Just threw you in the deep
They were
end.
just like, be an assassin.
All right, enough.
What is it I could say? So I just remember that entire weekend sweating profusely the entire time. And anyone that asked me any question, I was like, you just wait. And that was basically it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Hi.
Speaking of big sis.
Speaking of big sis, we're talking about the dinner scene. Black Widow will return in Infinity War.
I do return in Infinity War.
It should be said at the end of Black Widow.
All right.
Spider Skyro wanted.
I don't know why that's important to him, but whatever gets you in the theater. From Iron Man 2, we did additional photography, and my line was, bogies converging on the Oracle Pavilion, lock and load, the fight's coming to you. Try selling that. And I kept saying to Jon Favreau, I cannot sell this line. It is virtually impossible to sell this line. I was like, you do it. You tell me how to say it. Of course, he did it, and it was so good. So good. It's like, forget it.
You get in the cat suit, you do it. All right? I'll leave you.
Rolled it off.
God damn that guy. He can direct, he can act, I hate him.
Finally, my dope dealer, Marvel, is back to serve me with another hit. Lol. Yeah. He's on the corner selling tickets to the theater. Come on and get your dose of Marvel.
I got beautiful rosy cheeks when she laughs.
Mine says, you have a smile that lights up the room.
Oh, stop it. Look at those rosy cheeks. See what I'm saying? Like, what happens to her cheeks when she laughs? They go all like up here and rosy.
Who's most likely to pull a prank on set?
Florence.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me.
I agree. I'm a bit of a joker. I just like teasing. I did actually get into a really nice habit of putting my finger up David's nose in really inconvenient times, and he really liked it. If I was there right now, I would have had my finger. Yeah, exactly. Just like that.
I once got kicked in the face by Denzel Washington. I briefly worked as a Krav Maga instructor. I never swim in the ocean because it terrifies me.
You're not a Krav Maga.
No way you were a Krav Maga instructor.
Briefly?
No.
You didn't see my Krav Maga tactics? You missed it. That's all elbow.
I never assume anything. I never think anything's ever gonna get made till I'm like eating craft service on the set. And even then I'm still like, wait, we're gonna come back tomorrow, right? That's just not the way I operate. And there was a version of it that was very sort of status quo, you know, Yelena and Natasha are adversaries and Yelena's trying to dethrone her, you know, that like whatever spy kind of espionage version it was. And I was like, I cannot go back to work for this. And then there was, you know, another version that I developed that was really existential, kind of weird, and Kevin Feige was like, I don't think I can come into work for this. And,
I'm a little intrigued by that. Let's give your co-star some crap. Which of the Avengers do you think should be razzed on a little bit for their superhero poses? They've all got it. They've all worked on it.
Hemsworth, 100%. Are you kidding me?
What's
with
the Hemsworth?
Hair and the whole, all of it is the hammer and the whatever. It's got to, come on.
The hammer and the thing.
The hammer and the hair.
It's about time. Yeah, I guess it's about time.
Ta-da! I'll be there whenever she...
Arm around my neck, which Rachel gave me, which is one of the lines from that scene that was vetoed, but it was a great line about the pigs.
Yeah. What was the line?
Make Stiffy with tail.
Yes, I forgot about that.
I can't believe it didn't make it in the movie.
I don't have a stage name. I need one. Any suggestions?
Florence, what do you got? You're the writer on set, clearly.
I mean, it could be Scarlett Longbottom. I mean, that's kind of like best of both worlds.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Okay.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
All right. Okay.
I mean, how tied are you to Fanny Longbottom?
Me? Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, we can scrap that then. Okay, cool. Let's scrap that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna do some other variations. I'll think on it, Scarlett. I'll get.
Are you supposed to have? Oh no, wait. That's your porn star name. Is your
right?
Pet and your something?
Yeah. Says the real question is, are we finally going to learn what happened in Budapest? I'm not allowed to tell you that. It's always really fun doing these interviews because, you know, you ask me a bunch of questions and I'm not allowed to tell you anything. We did do some shooting in Budapest, so you'd assume that we wouldn't go to Budapest and shoot in Budapest if we wanted it to double for like Detroit.
This because of David Harbo and Florence Pugh. Sorry, Scarlett.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
This is it. If this is the end of the run, what's it going to be like for you to watch like the Phase 4 films and all these Disney Plus shows? Are you going to be the person like being like, we did it differently back then? Like, what's your attitude? Is it kind of refreshing to kind of be a little bit removed going forward, or what?
Yeah, I'm definitely not. We did it differently back then. I'm not that generation. I think that's like our parents' generation. I hope I don't. That's not in the future for me. I don't want to be that person.
Let's talk about this counterpart to Captain America.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the David Harbour versus Chris Evans. Come on.
My waistline is a lot larger. So when I say things are bigger in this movie, I primarily mean my waistline.
You are so nuts.
Yeah. No, because somebody talked about America's ass with me. And I think
I didn't want to go there, but now that you mentioned it.
I mean, it's a big part of the movies, right?
That is America's ass.
You know, he is the ass that is the ideal, but I really am America's ass. I mean, if you think about